Hi, fifth graders. Today we're going to be doing lesson 8.5 in the math book. This is on page 517. Let's take a look at the lesson. Today's lesson is all about interpreting division with fractions. So let's unlock the problem. Elisa has 6 cups of raisins. She divides the raisins into 1/4 cup servings. How many servings does she have? Well, let's start by asking how many 1/4 cups are in 1 cup. There are 4, okay? 4, okay? Servings of 1/4, okay? In 1 cup. And how many cups does Elisa have? She has 6. Okay, let's use this information. We can use diagrams, equations, and story problems to represent division. So, for example, my famous saying, when in doubt, draw it out. If she has 6 cups of raisins and she divides them into 1/4 cup servings, how many servings does she have? So she has 6 cups that she's dividing into 1/4. All right, so that means that we are going to draw 6 rectangles to represent the cups of raisins. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are my 6 cups that represent 6 rectangles representing 6 cups. Now we're going to draw lines to divide each rectangle into fourths. Because remember, she's dividing all of this into 1/4 cup servings. So I'm going to divide each one of these into 4. Well, that's kind of equal, but not really. But that's okay. You get the point. There we go. Each one of these is dividing. I'm dividing each one into fourths. Easiest way to do this is to divide in half and then divide each half into half again for fourths. So there we go. Now, to find 6 divided by 1/4, we're going to count the total number of fourths in all 6 rectangles. So I have 4 1/4 here, okay? 4 more here, 4 more here, 4 more here, 4 more here, and 4 more here. So let's count by 4s. Here we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24. To find 6 divided by 1/4, we count the total number of fourths in all 6 rectangles. So 6 divided by 1/4 equals 24. So Elisa has 24 servings. I drew it out. Now, why is it that if I am dividing a whole number and a fraction, I'm getting a whole number? Let me explain why. When you're dividing a whole number and a fraction, what happens is the following. You skip the first number, which is 6. You flip the next number, which is 1/4. So 1/4 becomes 4/1, okay? 6 and 4/1, and now we multiply instead of divide. So we're basically multiplying 6 times 4 because 4/1 is 4. That's why we get 24. When we drew it out, you can understand how this works. She has 6 full cups of raisins, and she's dividing those 6 cups of raisins into 1/4 servings. So how many servings does she have of 1/4? That's why we were counting by 4s for each one of those 6 cups. And that's where we get the answer 24. I know it's a little complicated, but let's do a few more examples so that you can get the hang of it. Let's take a look at example number 1 at the bottom of the page. Example number 1 says, 4 friends share 1/4 gallon of orange juice. What fraction of a gallon of orange juice does each friend get? Well, if 4 friends are sharing 1/4 gallon, that means I'm dividing 1/4 by 4. So in dividing 1/4 by 4, if we were to draw it out, okay, I'm going to, and it's drawn out right here, okay? Here is my 1/4, okay? These are the original divisions right here. See that? That's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. So each one of these represents 1/4. So I take that 1/4 and I'm dividing that, okay, into 4 pieces. And I want one of those 4 pieces. So if I divide each one of these fourths into fourths, I'm actually dividing into 16ths. My answer is 16ths. So 1/4 divided by 4 would be 1/16. Okay? And again, looking at the equation, remember what I told you before. Skip the first number. Flip the second number. The second number was 4. If I flip 4, okay, if 4 was a fraction, it would be 4 over 1. 4 over 1. If I flip it, now it's going to be 1/4 also. Okay? So it would be 1/4. And then instead of dividing, now I multiply. So when I skip, flip, and multiply, 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 4 is 16. 1/16. So to write a related multiplication equation, I would be multiplying 1/4 times 1/4, and I get 1/16. So each friend is going to get 1/16 of a gallon of orange juice. Let's do a few more so that you feel more comfortable with the division of fractions. Here we go, and whole numbers. Let's take a look at the next page. It says, write a story problem, then draw a diagram to solve. So let's choose an item that we want to divide. If I'm dividing 4 by 1/3, our problem should be about how many groups of 1/3 are in 4 wholes. So for example, we can talk about 4 sandwiches and divide 4 sandwiches into thirds, 4 feet of ribbon into thirds, or 4 apples into thirds. So let's do apples. Let's write a story problem to represent 4 divided by 1/3 using the item you choose. So we're going to work with apples. Okay? So let's say Sean has 4 apples. Okay? He cuts each apple in thirds. That would be a new sentence. Okay? How many 1/3, okay, how many 1/3 size slices, I guess we should put, not slices. So how many 1/3 sized slices of apples does Sean have? So that would be 4 divided by 1/3. So let's draw a diagram to solve. Since we're talking about apples, we're going to draw circles. Okay? So we have 4 circles. And each of these circles is going to be divided into thirds. Okay? Now, 4 divided by 1/3 would be, we count how many thirds we have in each one. So we have 3 here, and 3 more is 6, and 3 more is 9, and 3 more is 12. So 4 divided by 1/3 equals 12. If I was to just solve it as an equation instead of drawing it out, 4 divided by 1/3. Okay, we're going to skip the number 4. Flip 1/3, so 1/3 would turn into 3/1, okay, which again is the same as the number 3, and we multiply. So 4 times 3 is 12. There's my answer. All right, let's take a look at example number 3. They want us to write a story problem and then draw a diagram to solve. This story problem is going to entail 1/2 divided by 5. So that means our problem should describe half of an item that we are now going to divide into 5 equal parts. So for example, we can be talking about half of a pizza, half a yard of rope, half a gallon of milk, okay? Let's write a story problem to represent half of 5. I like the idea of using half of a pizza. So let's say that 5 friends are going to share half of a pizza. How much of a pizza are they going to eat? There we go. So 5 friends will share half of a pizza. What size slice will each friend get? And now let's draw the diagram to solve. So we have a half. I'm going to draw this actually in a rectangle because that's going to be an easier way to divide. I'm going to take this rectangle right now and I'm going to divide this rectangle in half. Okay, there's my half. Now, here is, I'm going to color in the half that we're talking about right here. There it is. Okay, now we're going to divide that half into 5. So we're cutting all of it in 5. Ready? Oh, sorry. One, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to give me 5 slices. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each friend is actually going to get one of these pieces. So how many pieces now do I have in total? I have 10 pieces in total here, okay? 10 pieces. Each friend is going to get one of those 10 pieces. So each friend is going to get 1/10. So half divided by 5 is 1/10. Let's check that. Half divided by 5 is the same as skip the half. It stays just the way it is. We're going to flip the 5. So 5 as a fraction would be 5/1. Flip it and we get 1/5 and multiply. When you multiply this, you get 1. 1 times 1 is 1 and 2 times 5 is 10. So you see, my answer is the same, 1/10. Let's move on to the next page so that we can try a few more. All right. It says complete the story problem to represent 3 divided by 1/4. So Carmen has a roll of paper that is blank feet long. She cuts the paper into pieces that are each blank foot long. How many pieces of paper does Carmen have? Well, we're dividing 3 by 1/4. So the roll of paper that she has is going to be 3 feet long. And she's cutting those 3 feet into pieces that are each 1/4 foot long. How many pieces of paper does Carmen have? There we go. So if we wanted to solve this, we would skip the number 3, okay? Flip 1/4, so 1/4 becomes 4/1, and we multiply, which means we're basically multiplying 3 times 4, which is 12. If she has a roll of paper that is 3 feet long, here we go, I'm going to draw it so that you can see it, 3 feet long, and she's going to cut this into pieces that are each 1/4 foot long. That would mean that each one of these is divided into fourths. How many pieces does she have? She has 4, 8, 12. There you go. So now you can see with an equation what your answer would be, and if I decided to draw it, how your answer would look. Let's take a look at number 2. Draw a diagram to represent the problem, then solve. April has 6 fruit bars. She cuts the bars into halves. How many half-size bar pieces does she have? She has 6 fruit bars, so we draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She cuts the bars into halves, so half, 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 half. All right, we are dividing 6 divided by 1/2. How many pieces does she have? She has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. She has 12 pieces. There you go. Because again, if I was just, instead of drawing it out, if I was going to just solve it using an equation, 6 divided by half, all right, 6 divided by half is the same as, skip the 6, it stays like that, flip the 1/2. So that would be 2 over 1, which means we're working with the number 2. And instead of dividing, now we're going to multiply. 6 times 2 is 12. See? Same answer. Go ahead and try number 3 on your own. Pause the video and try to do number 3 on your own now. Then you can check your answer with mine. Okay, so for number 3, 2 friends share 1/4 of a large peach pie. What fraction of the whole pie does each friend get? Well, if I'm drawing this out, here's my pie. It's divided into fourths. Okay, we're talking about 1/4 of this pie, so we're talking about this one little piece right here. Now, 2 friends are sharing it, so I'm going to cut each one of these in half, just like that. So now, instead of fourths, now we're talking about eighths, and each friend is going to get one of these, so each friend would get 1/8. So what am I dividing here? I'm dividing 1/4 of a pie divided by 2 people. Okay, and if I was going to work this out, 1/4 divided by 2 is the same as, skip the first number, so 1/4 stays the same. Flip the second number. So if I flip the number 2, 2 as a fraction would be 2 over 1. Flip it, and you get 1 over 2, and multiply. 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 2 is 8, and there you have it. 1/4 divided by 2 is 1/8. All right, I think we've done enough so that you guys could try a few on your own. Okay, if you need some help in writing the story problems, take a look at the problems that we've already written. Remember, if it starts with a whole number, we're talking about several items, okay, that we are dividing, and then we're counting the pieces. If we're starting with a fraction, that means we're starting with a piece of something and it's being shared among however many people, okay? So good luck. Try to finish page 519 on your own. If you have any questions, raise your hand and I'll come around to help you. Then I want you to go ahead and complete page 520 also on your own. Again, if you have any questions, raise your hand and I will come around to help you. Once you're finished with both of those pages, please tear out page 521, which is your homework, as well as Think Central Lesson 8.5. Good luck.